I know that I never talk about this on here. Something has been really calling me to talk about this and make a video on this, even though I have no fucking idea what I'm gonna say. We're just gonna go with the flow. I have been really struggling with my mental health. That was really hard to get out. Like, really struggling. Like, missing work. Struggling, like, anxiety attacks out the freaking ass. I've literally... I know this is like gonna be a lot of information, and if this is a trigger, you can just keep going. But like picking like at my skin, and like I had like scratch marks and stuff, and like seeking outside help type of struggling with my mental. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I am a huge advocate. I post about it a lot, about listening to your body and taking like what you're feeling, like what's going on in your body, like is going to come out. I'm doing a horrible job of explaining this. Like when there's something going on, like when you're having anxiety attacks, or when you feel like you need to rearrange your entire house and you constantly need to change something and control the world around you, there is something bigger going on. That is the universe trying to tell you that you are not in the right spot where you're supposed to be at when there's like a ton of resistance, or that there is something bigger coming. And that you need to make room and preparation and let go of things so that you can make room for more stuff. And so I'm in this phase where I am like really struggling with my like anxiety, and I don't really struggle with my anxiety usually. I typically struggle with depression, is what I've been struggling with my last like 10 years in my 20s. And anxiety I did like when in my early 20s, and this is kind of new for me. And so I've been really trying to navigate like how to listen and honor my body while also working through this anxiety. And so like taking action steps, but not overdoing it, and finding that like fine line of like, you know, when you like have this goal or this manifestation and you just like work for it and work for it and work for it, and like you're just like can only think of that thing so much that you're actually blocking it out, where in reality you actually need to like manifest this thing and then let it go, and then allow the universe to do its thing, and then it will come back to you in full 10. That's what I feel like I am needing to shed right now. So I've been trying to take a lot of action steps to get me out of this feeling that I'm feeling, and also understand why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling. So I went to the doctor to get some stuff for my anxiety, some medication. And if you know me, again, you know that like I don't really like to take medication for stuff. Like I'm not by any means saying that it does not work. I know that like it works. My dad is a doctor. Like I know that medication works. It's just that like Alzheimer's and different things like that run really heavily in my family, and I know that a lot of those anxiety medications and depression medications and things like that can be bad for you in the long run when taken in prolonged periods. So I'm not saying that like it doesn't work, because obviously I just started medication and it's already working, but like it's not something that I would take all the time or feel like I should be on daily. Not saying that you shouldn't. If you are, like, please do that. Take care of your body, honor your body, do what you and your doctors feel is best for you. But like for my psoriasis, right? Like I don't take any medication for my psoriasis because I have taken medication for my psoriasis. And if you know anything about psoriasis, it's like an autoimmune disorder, but it like comes out in these little flakies. Like I'm like having a horrible flare up right now. And I've taken medication for that, but the medication for the psoriasis to not appear here is basically going from the inside and it's killing all your white blood cells. And then I got super freaking sick because of it. And then they were like, yeah, that's actually totally normal. And I'm like, okay, well, I would rather have psoriasis than be in the hospital sick with something else because of the medication that I'm taking for my psoriasis. So then I started eating really clean, and I've changed, I don't use any kind of fragrance in the house. I use like all clean products. I use all clean laundry stuff. Like I made other shifts and other adjustments in place of the medication. So like still doing different things. So like kind of do the same thing for my anxiety. I did start medication, but I also am going to be actively doing other things so that the medication can be just help me here, and then I can rely on actual lifestyle changes to keep me on the right path. make sure that you have a very sound sleep schedule, like very specific sleep schedule. And I love a good morning routine, but I don't sacrifice my sleep schedule for my morning routine. So if I go to bed a little bit later, I still need to get that full 8 hours. So I will sleep in a little bit later, and then start getting ready and miss out on like my morning workout. And then I'll like go on a walk or do something later so that I'm still getting that full 8 hours. I feel like it's honestly the most important thing. And eating really well, like eat good food that's good for you and nourishing for your body. But then it's so hard because you have to balance. Like last night I had nachos from Mi Cocina because I wasn't gonna cook dinner last night. Like I was not gonna push myself mentally after the day that I had to stress myself out and come home and try to make dinner. And because I went and had nachos, like I actually felt better. So like, is that the most nourishing thing for my body? No. But was it good for my mental? And did I eat dinner? Yes. I'm starting therapy. I don't know if I already said that. I am journaling, which I always journal, but like making sure that I'm actually doing my journaling every day, like 2 or 3 times a day, actually. 1 or 2 times is fine. I turned my phone off for 2 whole days, like full 48 hours. I turned my phone completely off. I don't even remember the last time that I went a full day without my phone. So 20 or 48 hours completely phone free. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I didn't really feel that much different without the phone. I do feel like I got a lot more done, but I'm also in this position where like doing tasks does not constitute your worth. So I'm like, do I feel that much better that I got more stuff done? Kinda. Would I do it again? I don't know, probably not. Fortunately and unfortunately, I do know why I am having anxiety. Like I don't know the full extent of why I'm having anxiety, but I'm like, I had some family stuff come up that I'm not ready to talk about yet that is definitely a huge trigger. I also know that I have another thing that is like really weighing on me a lot, that like, listen to your body, like if you need to make adjustments, like you have to let things go. And unfortunately this thing I cannot just like let go, unfortunately. And so it's going to be more of a slow burn. I don't want to say that there's nothing I can do about it because there's action steps that I can take daily. It's just going to be more of like a long-term process. So having to figure out of like how, like I can't just live with anxiety for the next however long it takes to get through this certain thing that I can't say right now. Like how do you do that? How do I know that you're supposed to let something go, but I just cannot do that right now and like still have anxiety, still do that. I'm going to the gym a lot. I feel the same way about the gym as I do about my cell phone thing. Like, it's fine, but like I don't feel that much better, you know? Like I don't know these endorphins that people talk about after they work out. Like maybe it's just coming from like a competitive cheer background and a dance background of like that's where I enjoy being. Like going to the gym for me is like, it's mid at best. Part of me loves being like an overachiever with really high goals and hopes and dreams and like juggling 900 things at once. Another part of me wants to sell all of my stuff, use all of the money in my savings account to move to the Bahamas or to move to Hawaii, open an ice cream shop and like live off the grid for the rest of my life because this shit, you know. I know that a lot of people struggle with their mental health, and if you made it this far into this video, I want to end this by telling you that if the only thing that you do today is wake up, that is enough. You are doing good, and you are doing great, and nothing else matters. As long as you are awake today, we can't ask for much more than that, and that is okay. Just keep taking little steps. Keep going, keep showing up for yourself. It's going to get better. I'm telling you that just as much as I am telling me that in this moment. I don't know why I was so called to make this video and to like get this out there, but hopefully if you made it this far, that if anything, you just know that you're not alone and that we're gonna get through this together. So I hope you have a good day. Today is Friday, and I love you so much.